Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This is an HP Notebook 15-BS011. And in this video I'm going to take you on a step by step how you can open it up and how you can repaste, clean up the laptop. Even the hinges on this one are really toughen up, so you can see even bends the casing a little bit when you try to move it, so you can have a high chance of breaking the screen or the hinges can come apart. So we're gonna service the hinges and we're gonna repaste and clean it. This applies for any HP Notebook 15 BS series. And I'm gonna go over the tools that I'll be using. Everything I use will be linked in the video description so you guys can purchase yours. And if you have any question or request, always leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them. You won't be able, by servicing, you're not changing anything in the system. Everything is going to be left the way it was before, so don't worry about it. So with all this set, let's get into it. First thing first, power off, flip it upside down, disconnect the battery, pull it back, unlock position, and slide it. Now, next, we're going to grab our screwdriver set. We're going to be using iFixit screwdriver set, and from this tool set, we are going to be using a Phillips number 1. Now, down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws under the battery right there in the middle, on the side, and one in the middle, in front. But there's a hidden screws, and we need an opening tool. For the opening tool, I'll be using a guitar pick. A metallic guitar picks are suitable for opening cases and covers. And we also need one sheet of the workshop towel. And we'll need alcohol, isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol, 99% plus. And the reason that we always choose the workshop towel is because as soon as you put an alcohol on top of this one and you try to clean the components, the CPU, GPU, this will rip apart and will prevent damage on the components. My fingers are really black because I was filling up a cartridge on the printer, so yeah. All right, with this tool on hand, we're going to be using a thermal paste as an thermal MX Arctic MX 4. You can get MX 6. Or you can go overkill with a thermal grizzly. These are really good too, but really expensive, but is worth it. All right. And you can have a used or new toothbrush to clean the vent system in there. Now we need to remove the back cover, rubber covers in there, and 2 rubber covers in here. You want to put the opening tool, in this case, the guitar pick, in the back corner in the bottom and lift it up gently and bring it and attach it to one side. Same thing in here. Lift it up. Bring it to one side. It has a little adhesive. Do the same thing on the front. And now we can expose these screws. Now we're going to start from anywhere that you want to start from and go ahead and remove all the screws. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about matching them. So go ahead and remove all of them and keep them in a single pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the commentary. Appreciate that. Don't forget the hidden screw right in the middle. It is kind of camouflaged right in between the grip. All right, now that we remove all of them, we're going to grab the opening tool and we're going to start from the front end of the laptop. We're going to open the laptop a little bit, 45-degree angle if you want to. And we're going to stick it right in between the palm rest and in there. And we're going to twist it backward and we're going to hear those big click sounds. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear those big, huge click sounds. You want to do that all around in the front. I'm sticking about 2 or 3 millimeters. I'm not sticking the whole guitar pick in there. Go by the USB port, go all the way to the back corner. I forgot one screw in here. Always double check, make sure you don't forget any screws. And I'm gonna do this corner. Once you did that, go to the other side. So I'm sticking it there, working all around. The back corner, big, huge click sound. That's what you want to hear. Now we're gonna close it down. You're gonna grab it from the front end. Put your finger underneath so you can separate it. There we go. There's a little clip in the middle that hooks from the battery connector. So bring it up, wiggle it around, and it will release itself. The hook is right over here. This hook goes in there. So that's why you just gotta yank it up a little bit and it will come up. So take it outside and clean it, wash it if you want to, clean up the extra dust in here on the case. And down here we can see the fan. It is kind of dirty. If you look at an angle, you can see the dirt on it. And we see one tiny heatsink. There's no GPU. If you have a GPU, your pipe will go all over here. For the VRAMs and GPU, you cannot install because there's a missing component, whole bunch of them. All right, first thing first, we are gonna, if you wanna just clean up if you don't wanna remove the heatsink and you just wanna clean up the fan system, you can do that by just moving these cables out of the way. Just gently pull it out, move it away. And there should be one screw right in here. You wanna grab this screw, remove it. Now you can lift up the fan and bring it to one side. For the fan connector, I don't like yanking on the cable. It will harm the cable. You can damage the cable. Just grab with your fingernails on the side of this jack in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I'm wiggling it around and I'll bring it out. So grab it from the corner sides of the jack. Don't grab the cable. So take the fan outside. Look at this dust buildup in there. Use that soft toothbrush, clean it up, and blow some air and make sure it's nice and clean. All right, I clean up the pan, nice and clean. Now you can use a little bit of workshop towel, put an alcohol on top, and wipe the dust in there. You can actually take it outside and blow some air through here and clean up the air vents in there. Regarding the hinges, we need to blend up the hinges. We are gonna need to remove the whole screen. To do so, we need to first remove the flex cable. So remove this tape over connector and pull back the flex connector right there and then untangle it. Bring it over like this. And the Wi-Fi cable, detach it and bring it to back corner. Now we need to remove one screw right in here and one screw right on the other side here. Next, we want to remove 3 screws in here on the other hinge. So 3 screw there, and this has a little flat screw right in there too, so remove them. So I'm gonna grab a little spatula. So you're gonna lift up the hinge. It is really tough. Lift it up, this side too. Oh, I can see this one is broken. Oh, it is coming apart. So you can see this one is coming apart. So you can put a little super glue or epoxy on this side. If yours is coming apart just like this. This one just came apart all together. There we go. Yeah. Whatever. We can put an epoxy on this one. We can fix it up. That's what I'm saying. When the hinges become really tough, it will just snap the whole bases out. So then you have to put an epoxy and just fix it out. So we're gonna scoop out the palm rest with the whole motherboard. Let's put this to one side. I got another feet from the other side came out too. All right. Now to loosen up this hinges, there's a tiny bolt in there. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a tiny bolt and that one keeps the tension for the hinges, but on this side we don't have access for it. So we need to remove this screen bezel. So we're gonna start, I'll put this one in the middle so it doesn't shine over the camera. So we're gonna remove the bezel, just lift it up, wiggle around, and it will come out. Run your fingers across, and I'm gonna put a little alcohol on a spatula. But there's a tiny adhesive in here. Just run across. All right. Now we're gonna lift up this hinge and pull it towards yourself. You're gonna lift up this bezel and pull it towards yourself. And there we have it. So there's a tiny adhesive in here. Just let an alcohol will blend that out. So with a guitar pick or with a spatula, you can just move it across and it will blend this adhesive. So this is the bezel. Now we need to remove this cover. Has only one screw on the chrome cover. I use a tweezer to pull this screw out. And screw on this side. All right. Once you remove one screw that touches the chrome, you want to lift up the chrome section up and close the hinge a little bit so you can pull it out and put it to one side. Same thing on here. Pull it out and put it to one side. All right. Now, what we need to do, if you buy the iFixit screw set, it will comes with this type of bits, screw bit. So we want to stick this one as if it fits. Yes, it does. And you want to put it there and you just want to twist it a little bit so you can open it. Let's say I'll put it this way. I'm not left-handed. So if he's not coming, if he's really tough, the handle is very short. What you can do, you can get a wrench, put it right on top, and you get an extra leverage to twist it. So I'll be putting this one here. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and close it a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna have to on the edge of the desk. I don't have enough leverage here, so I need a better grip in here. So I'll probably find an extension for this one here. Maybe I can use this flexible extension to twist here. No, this extension is not working. It's too soft. So we gotta find a way to rotate this hinge. Maybe I can go directly with this one. If I can get a good grip on it. Yes, I can. There we go. Very nice and smooth now. I can feel it like it's much smoother. we are gonna tighten up the screws on the base here. Make sure that they're really tightened up. They were kind of loose. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. On this side, I'm just gonna try, probably do it off camera. Trying to keep it on the camera, but one turn. Oh, it is really tough. This. I'm gonna try to get a different pliers to see if I can get a leverage. Yeah, much better. There we go. Much better. All right. So I used my old pliers to rotate because I needed extra pressure, but we got it. Right now we gotta put everything back together, run this cable through here, and run across, place it in there, snaps on. Same thing on this side. Close it in 45-degree angle, bring it inward, and snaps on. It clicks in. You're gonna put the two tiny chrome screws, one on each. There we go. You're gonna grab the bezel, put the bezel right in the under the hinge. It clicks in. Make sure you work in a flat surface, because when applying pressure, you want to make sure that it's flat. Just push them. You're gonna hear this click sound. That's what you want to do. You just pinch them all across, and there we go. And that's it. Now all you need to do is to grab the laptop, the entire laptop, bring it underneath, scoop it in. Now regarding these ones, again, you can use an epoxy to put it on. What I do with these ones is grab one screw. Let me see which ones I was gonna plug in. So it was this one. So I'll put this screw on and I'll put this one over. And I'll use the tiny pliers to hold it while I'm screwing it back in. There we go. So we can put a little epoxy, double, whatever type of epoxy you like in here, and close it. Once it dries, it's gonna hold it in place. Same thing on this side. The piece from this side that it broke out. So we're gonna remove everything that we have in here. Let me see if the screw goes there. Yep, the screw goes in here. So we need to grab one screw from this side. Put it through. So tighten up that one. Again, fill it up with a little tiny epoxy right there, and you're set. So we're gonna bring this one down. We're gonna put this screw right in here, and one screw in the corner back here. There we go. We are gonna bring this side down. Move the laptop inward a little bit. Lift it up with the inward, like that, and close it down. All right. Before you put it down, I'm gonna reopen to do the epoxy at the end because I'm gonna do one more video. So fill it with an epoxy and then close up this lid. And then put the screw right over. This one goes in here, right there. All right. If you want to repaste, we're gonna do that too. We're gonna remove the 4 screws on the heatsink. And then we're gonna lift up the heatsink right by the neck. And there we have the old thermal paste. Grab a little bit of the worktop towel, soak it in an alcohol, and you want to wipe over the crystal die. Just do it in a circular motion, fast, slow, whichever way that you want. Take your time doing it. Make sure you know that use the dry part to clean it. For the heatsink, put your fingers at the back. Make sure you don't bend the heatsink. And clean it out. Take it outside. Use a toothbrush to clean up the vent. You're gonna put 1 drop on a main die and 1 drop on a secondary die. Secondary die is a PCH chip. All right. Next, what you want to do, you want to bring this heatsink down, put it right over, and you want to put the 4 screws for it. Make sure you always cross screw them, and that way the thermal paste evenly spreads over the CPU. To finish it up, before putting the fan in place, just put the connector first, align it, and put the connector, and bring down the cables for the Wi-Fi and for the screen display. Align it like that, bring it over, slide it into the connector, evenly straight in, push it in, just make sure it snaps in. Now you're gonna bring it, put the fan right in there, put the tiny 1 screw on the fan that holds the hinge too, right there, and run the cable across this screw, bring the Wi-Fi connector to cable, and connect the Wi-Fi cable to the adapter. It pushes in, it's pushed down, and pretty much that's it. Once we're done with that, all you need to do is to grab the bottom case, bottom housing that you cleaned out, and we are going to put it on top, straight on top, and we're going to push the sides down and the front. You're going to hear those nice big click sound. That's what you want to hear. Push down here a little bit so it hooks the middle hook. Put the screw on the corner for the hinges. And to finish it off, is put the rest of the screws, 1 in the middle, 2 under the battery, and under the rubber foot too. So it holds everything in place. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out to do your own repaste and cleaning for your HP notebook 15-BS series. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm just gonna pass forward this part, and we are gonna power on to see that it does power on. I'm just gonna connect the charger. So let's go ahead and plug in the charger. Now the screen is nice and soft. We are gonna power on. We're gonna tap on F10. The light is on. So hard drive, okay, enter. And we are inside the BIOS. It's really reflective, but there we have it.